Good afternoon, welcome to Manik IS, and we'll discuss current affairs and we'll discuss science and technology MCQs. First question is regarding to is that yes. So first question is, with reference to Indian satellites and their launchers, consider the following statements. All the INSAT series of satellites were launched abroad. Second statement is PSLV were used to launch IRS-series of satellites. India used the indigenously built cryogenic engines for the first time for powering the third stage of GSLV. GSAT launched in 2001 has payloads to demonstrate digital broadcasts and internet services. Which of the following statements are correct? First statement is regarding INSAT series. Yes, this is right. Here all launched, all the abroad, all the INSAT series are launched abroad. In PSLV used to launch IRS series of satellite. PSLV is used, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, PSLV. It is Indian most trustable Indian workforce. Around more than 53 types satellites are already launched by PSLV. So second statement is right. India indigenously built cryogenic engine. Cryogenic engine means that are used in GSLV. That is to say, that is GSLV is geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. It's a launch vehicle, right? Launch vehicle means they will only take the satellites to the desired orbit. That is to geosynchronous orbit. Geosynchronous orbit is situated at 35,790 km. This is the distance at which geosynchronous geosynchronous orbit exists. So to take a huge amount of to take a higher payload to geosynchronous satellite, we use GSLV, that is geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. It has a higher power, that is for example it uses cryogenic engine. Cryogenic engine means extremely low temperature engine. Extremely low temperature. Why extremely low temperature is essential? Because they take hydrogen fuel. GSLV takes hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen fuel in liquefied form. To liquefy a hydrogen fuel, we need extremely low temperature. That's why we use GSLV. Then GSLV launched in the year 2001 has payloads to demonstrate digital broadcast and internet services. GSAT, right? Satellite. This for digital services and internet services. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all options are right here, right? So next question, we will see the next question. Just wait a minute. Yes. Next question is, artificial satellites are always launched from the Earth in eastward direction. Earth rotates from west to east, and so the satellites attains escape velocity. See, here first statement is right. It is always launched from east to in the eastward direction. Satellites are launched in the eastward direction. Why? Because Earth rotates from east to east. That is fine. But satellites attains escape velocity. No, satellite do not attain escape velocity. What is escape velocity? It is 11.2 km per second. It is the minimum velocity with which if a body is projected, it will overcome the gravitational field of Earth. That means from the Earth's surface, if you are throwing a stone out 11.2 km per second, it will not return back to Earth. That will overcome the gravitational field of Earth. But in case of satellites, we constantly use fuel. That's why we don't need to take with such a high speed of 11.2 km per second. So there is no relationship here with express velocity and rotation of Earth. So reason is wrong. R is false. So R is false, but A is true. So A is true and R is false. That is C option is the right answer. Right. Okay. Next. Next question number 3. Just wait 3 minutes. माउसটা কিছু কাম করবে check and question number 3. India launched first full-fledged meteorological satellite METSAT in September 2002. Okay. For the first time, space vehicle PSLV C4 carried a payload more than 1000 kg into geosynchronous orbit. It was came in 2003. It was in current affairs. Yes, in METSAT, PSLV C4 polar satellite launch vehicle has taken a payload more than 1000 kg. And what is the limit of polar satellite launch vehicle? Into a geosynchronous orbit. Geosynchronous orbit, how is the distance of geosynchronous orbit from Mars surface? That is 55,790 km. What is the limit of PSLV? PSLV limit is 1425 kg. This is the maximum limit of PSLV so far as geosynchronous orbit is concerned. And so far as your polar low Earth orbit is concerned, low Earth orbit means between 2000 km, right? 200 to 180 to 2000 km is a low Earth orbit. It can take around 1750 kg of payload. But so far as geosynchronous orbit is concerned, it is very long distance, 75,790 km, so long distance. So in METSAT, that is meteorological satellite METSAT, it has for the first time carried a more than 1000 kg payload to geosynchronous orbit. So here both 1 and 2 options are right. Okay. Next, I am erasing them. NASA Deep Impact Space Mission was employed to take detailed pictures of which of the comet nucleus? Halley's Comet, Halley-Bopp, Hyakutake and Tempel 1. Just think then after 1 minute I will discuss. Answer is Tempel 1, right? Tempel 1 is NASA Deep Impact Space Mission was employed to take the detailed pictures of comet nucleus, that is Tempel 1. It was launched in 2005, right? Deep Impact Space Mission in 2005. That's why it came in 2007. So mostly you observe that based on current affairs they're coming. Next question. Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Cosmic Background Explorer satellite program, Falcon undersea cable system, Discovery space shuttle, Atlantis space station. Not correctly matched. See, it is not correctly matched. Accordingly, you have to answer not correctly. Right. Your answer will be D, because Atlantis is space shuttle orbiter. Atlantis is a space shuttle orbiter, right? Orbiter of NASA. Space shuttle orbiter of NASA. It's not a space station. Space station means it's a big satellite where scientists can make research. Recently, International Space Station was in news. Why it was in news? Because Russia decided to come out of International Space Station so that it will not clear debris out in the path of International Space Station. So it is expected that International Space Station will collide with space debris and that will be broken down. Russia's another responsibility was to take the ferry and taking them back to the Earth. That means taking the scientists to the International Space Station and bringing them to Earth. So around 5 to 6 five countries, your Canada, your Japan, US, Russia, they all collaboration of all of them has created this International Space Station. Everybody has different responsibilities, but because of the Ukraine war and Russia war, Russia is coming out of the cooperation in International Space Station. Right, that maybe come in the exam. Right, so here Atlantis is not space station; it is space shuttle orbiter that is orbiting in the space. So D is the answer. Right, answer is D. Next question. Question number 6. The lunar orbiter mission belongs to which one of the following? Lunar orbiter mission belongs to which one of the following? Selene 1, right? Selene 1 belongs to which one of the following? One is China, European Union, Japan and USA. Answer here is C, right? Japan is basically, it is also called as Kaguya. It is launched by Japan, right? That is to moon to understand. That is to moon to understand its evolution. That is to study moon's evolution. Kaguya or evolution, or Selene 1 that is launched by Japan. Next question is your ISRO successfully conducted a rocket testing using cryogenic engines in 2007. Cryogenic engine means engine with extremely low temperature. Where it takes stand for the purpose, where it is located, right? 2007 it has tested cryogenic engine, and accordingly this question is asked in 2008. So majorly from current affairs, still we must know that is from where. It is Mahendragiri. Mahendragiri it is, but where Mahendragiri is situated? It is in Tamil Nadu. Right. Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Balasore, it is Chandipur, that is Balasore. Here answer is C. ISRO is successful launched from Mahendragiri, which is situated in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Next question we will see. Which one of the following is a spacecraft? Apophis, Spitzer, Techar, Cassini. See, Cassini is the answer B. What is the name of Cassini? Cassini is, it is an unmanned spacecraft. Unmanned spacecraft by NASA to the planet Saturn, to study Saturn. This is the unmanned spacecraft that is called as Cassini. What is the purpose of US Space Agency's Themis mission? In 2008 it was asked. Themis mission It is to study colorful display of high latitude skies. Colorful display of high latitude skies. It is not for Mars. It is not for Saturn. It is not to build a space laboratory. It was launched by NASA to study different colors, right? Colorful displays in high latitude skies. Okay. Why high latitude skies are brighter? Brightening of lights, that will be studied by Themis mission by NASA. Next question. In the context of space technology, what is Bhuvan? What is Bhuvan? See, Bhuvan, this word is Indian name. Suppose there is an option that is English name, then we can predict that it was big. Suppose that is lastly we have discussed that, for example, your Themis mission. It's an English name, so it is the chances that many chances that it's not Indian, right? Indian name are like Bhuvan, Agni, Brahmos. All these things are like Indian name. So try to distinguish on that basis also. Maybe that will help you in question. But question number 10, Bhuvan. It is a software application which let's see the options. A mini satellite launched by ISRO for promoting of distance education in India. The name given to next moon impact proof Chandrayan.lt. Next, geoportal ISRO 3D imaging capabilities. Next, a space telescope developed by India. Geoportal, it's actually a software application or a portal with 3D imaging capabilities of India. It's a portal. That is Bhuvan. Bhuvan was in conductors. Bhuvan was a portal that is for 3D imaging of India. Okay. Next. C is the answer. Consider the following statements. 11, question number 11. The satellite OceanSat-2 launched by India helps. What will it will help? In what, for what purpose? OceanSat-2. Estimating the water vapor content in the atmosphere. Predicting the onset of monsoons. Monitoring pollution of coastal water. OceanSat-2, what will do? When such questions like the causes, consequences, applications, in such type of questions, most of the answers will be all of these. Here also, OceanSat-2 can estimate the water vapor content in the atmosphere. It can predict the onset of monsoons. It can also monitor the pollution of coastal waters. So all the three options are right so far as ocean water is concerned. Here, application of OceanSat is cast. I have already said whenever they ask about the causes or the application, majority of the answer will be all of these. Next. With reference to technologies of solar power production, consider the following statements. Technology of solar power production. Photovoltaics is a technology that generates electricity by direct conversion of light into electricity, while solar thermal is a technology that uses sun rays to generate heat, which further used by electricity generation process. First, it is right answer. Right. Photovoltaics directly generates electricity. Right. Conversion of light into electricity. How it happens? It happens, suppose directly. So cathode rays are emitted. Right. Suppose sunlight induced in a metal surface, then electrons are emitted from it. That is called as photoelectric effect. Because of photoelectric effect, cathode rays are emitted from the cathode, and those electrons flow in the circuit. That we say that electricity is created. But solar thermal is a technology in which sun rays gives heat energy converted to electrical energy. So first statement is correct. But second statement, photovoltaics generates alternating current while solar thermal produces direct current. No, both are wrong, right? They both create direct current. India has manufacturing base of solar thermal technology but not photovoltaics. No, it's wrong. We have both. So 2 and 3 options are wrong. Only answer is the right. Whenever the word there is only, right? Here only solar thermal technology says, but no photovoltaics. Such type of sentence are generally wrong. So one option is the right answer. Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Cassini hygiens orbiting Venus and transmitting data to Earth. Messenger mapping and investigation. Mapping and investigating the Mercury. Then Voyager 1 and 2 exploring the outer solar system. Select the correct answer. This is wrong. It's not orbiting Venus, that is Cassini. We have already discussed it. Right. It was run to Saturn, so not for Venus. So messenger mapping and investigating the Mercury, that is messenger, and Voyager, that is exploring our solar system 3. So 2 and 3 options are right. Right. Cassini hygiens, it is to Saturn, not for Venus. This messenger, it is a robotics. Messenger is a robotic, and that is created by your NASA. With reference to AstroSat, the astronomical observatory launched by India, which of the following statements are correct? Other than US and Russia, India is the only country to have launched similar observatory in the space. No, it is wrong, because Japan is a developed country. Japan and the European Union, they have also launched such type of observatory, astronomical observatory. So first statement is wrong. AstroSat is a 2000 kg satellite. 2000 kg satellite placed in an orbit of 1650 kilometer above the surface of Earth. No, this is 1513 kg. AstroSat was 1513 kg satellite. So here both options are wrong. Japan, EU, US, Russia all have AstroSat satellites. What it does basically, it scans the exotic depths of universe. Scanning the depth of universe or observing the space, depth of space, that is done by AstroSat. So here neither 1 nor 2 is the answer. Consider the following statements. Mongolian launched by ISRO. Mongolian launched by ISRO. It is also called Mars Orbiter Mission, or MOM. Yes, it is right. Made in India. Made India the second country to have a spacecraft orbit to Mars after USA. See, we have Russia, who is very strong so far as such space technology is concerned. We have European agency also, they are very strong because they are developed countries. So we cannot say that it is the second. By common sense, it is wrong. Right? Made India the only country to be successful in making spacecraft orbit in the Mars in its first attempt. Yes, it was in first attempt. It was successful. So 1 and 3 options are right. So generally we are at the fourth range, right? Not normally. Above us are sometimes Russia, Japan, and European Union, right? So here also Mars Orbiter Mission Before us, there is European Union who was sent. There is Soviet Union who was sent Mars orbiter mission. So we are not the second. So 1 and 3 options are right. Project Loon, sometimes seen in the news, is related to Project Loon. Sometimes, what is Project Loon? Water management technology, wireless communication technology, solar power production technology, water conservation technology. It is basically a wireless communication technology for remote areas. For remote areas, it is a wireless communication technology. Project Loon, right? For remote areas, network of balloons, network of balloons that are traveling to the different areas, especially remote areas. It's a wireless communication technology, that is Project Loon. The term Event Horizon Singularity string theory standard model, sometimes seen in the news in the context of what? String theory standard model, Event Horizon. It is observation and understanding the universe, study of solar and lunar eclipses, and placing satellites in the orbit of Earth, origin and evolution of living organisms in the Earth. See, we have to event horizon string theory. This is not living organism. We are not studying biology. It's not related to biology, right? Placing satellites in the orbit of the Earth. No, this here answer is the A. Answer is the answer. That is observation and understanding of the universe. Event horizon telescope, singularity and string theory, standard model theory. These are observation and understanding of universe. Next question. With reference to Indian Navigation Regional Navigation Satellite IRNSS. IRNSS. It has a 3 satellites of geostationary and 4 satellites in geosynchronous orbit. Yes. What a special IRNSS does, we will discuss. Covers entire India, about 5,005 square kilometer beyond its border. No, it's wrong. It's 1,500 kilometer actually. 1,500 kilometer around surrounding the Indian border. So it's not 5,500 square kilometer. India will have its own satellite navigation system with full global coverage. No, it's not full global coverage. It is limited to Indian subcontinent, that is India, and 1,500 kilometer around its surrounding. It is the limit of IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, right? It is India's own indigenous, right? It is like GPS, right? It is like GPS. It has a standard position service, SPS for common man, general public, and there is also secret service. That is, secret service is for the law enforcement authorities or the army. 2 types of services is provided by IRNSS. It is a navigation satellite, indigenous navigation satellite. Right? It provides navigation in Indian subcontinent, not in the whole world. Whereas GPS provides navigation in the whole world. So answer is A only. Question number 19. PSLV launch satellites useful in Earth's resources monitoring, whereas GSLV launch designed mainly launched to communication satellites. Yes. PSLV they launch satellites nearer to surface of Earth. That is in low Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit range is 180 to 2000 km, especially from 400 km to 600 km or 700 km. These PSLVs are launched. Why? They are useful for Earth resources, right? Earth observation satellites that may be weather forecasting or various Earth resources finding, that are the use of PSLV. But GSLV are basic communication satellites. GSLVs are communication satellites. So one option is right answer. Okay, then satellites launched by PSLV appear to remain permanently fixed in the same position in the sky as viewed from particular location of Earth. No, this is wrong. This is not PSLV. It is in case of geostationary satellite. What you are talking about, geostationary satellite. its satellite. It is one type of geosynchronous satellite. That means around 35,790 km distance, right? And that's situated in equatorial plane. That is why it is called geosynchronous satellite. That remains on the same position. It appears to remain on the same position or having same rotational speed of like laterally of Earth. Then GSLV Mach 3 is a 4-stage launch vehicle with fast and third stage use solid rocket motors. And the second and fourth storage, no, it is not fourth storage. Mach 3 is a 3 storage, right? Solid, liquid, then cryogenic engine. Cryogenic engine means I have said extremely low temperature engine, cryogenic engine, and it uses hydrogen fuel, right? It takes very extremely low temperature. At extremely low temperature, hydrogen fuel is stored. Then we can use it as fuel because it is not easy to carry hydrogen in gaseous form. So you have to liquefy it. To liquefy it, you have to reduce the temperature. That's why it is a 3-stage. It's a 3-stage vehicle. It's a 3-stage launch vehicle. That is solid, liquid, and cryogenic, not in 4 stage. So that option is wrong. So only one option is the right answer. Only one option, that is 19A, is the answer. Next. For the measurement and estimation of which of the following are satellite images, remote sensing data used. Remote sensing data used. Chlorophyll content in the vegetation of a specific location. Greenhouse gas emission from ice paddies of a specific location. Land surface temperatures of a specific location. Which of the following satellite images remote sensing data used? Remote sensing data, where it is used. Chlorophyll content, vegetation of a specific location. Greenhouse gas emission from rice paddies, where you use satellite images. Okay, land surface temperature of a specific location. So here especially all the types are used. Satellites are used. All uses are usually all the types, right? It can talks about the ozone color. It can talks about the sediments, chlorophyll, dissolved organic matter. Anything that you see on Earth's surface, that can be seen in the remote sensing. So especially all the 3 options are right. Remote sensing satellite, all the 3 options are right here. Chlorophyll content vegetation for a specific location, greenhouse gas emission, also land surface temperature. Experiment will employ a trio of spacecraft flying in formation of space safe of an equilateral triangle that has sides of 1 million km long with lasers shining between the craft. The experiment in question refers to what? It is related to evolved LISA. Answer is evolved LISA. Trio spacecraft formation of some equilateral triangle, right? Equilateral triangle. This is your evolved LISA. Next question. It was in news. Question number 22. In November 2006, DRDO successfully conducted the interception of test firing Prithvi 2 missile. Prithvi 2 missile. Okay. Yes. Prithvi 2 surface-to-surface missile deployed to guard metros against air attacks. Yes, it is a missile system under IGMDP, that is Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, under which your Agni, your Trishul, your Nag, right, and this Prithvi, right. Akash is intermediate range surface to air missile. Trishul is short range surface to air missile, right, and your Nag is anti-tank missile, third generation anti-tank missile. So all are components of IGMDP. Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. Who has started Integrated Guided Missile Development Program? It is PJ Abdul Kalam who has started Integrated Missile Development Program. So 22. Answer is both 1 and 2 are correct. Surface to surface missile, yes. It is a surface to surface missile. What is Galileo project? In 2007. Galileo project in 2007. We are discussing the previous year questions. That's why we are getting Galileo project. An inter-country program of missile shield developed by United States of America. Missile shield, okay. A project developed by India with assistance from Canada. An environmental protection project being developed by Japan. Multi-satellite navigation project being developed by European Union. Galileo. Galileo project is especially a navigation project. Navigation project developed by European Union. That is European Space Agency, ESA, or European Union. It's a global navigation satellite system. Galileo means global navigation satellite system. GNSS, global navigation satellite system. That will also called as Galileo project 2007. Next. Which one of the following didn't buy the Barak anti-missile defense system? Did India buy the Barak anti-missile defense system from which of the following country? Barak is purchased from Israel. Remember, Israel. From Israel we purchased Barak. From your Rafale we purchased from France. S-400 that is from Russia, and your from United States for F-14 that is United States. Right. So A is the answer, that is Barak anti-missile defense system is brought from Israel. These are the countries with which we have major defense partnership. Then Barak is a surface to air missile, remember, that is Barak. Surface to air missile is your Barak. Which are the, in case of Indian defense, what is Dhruv? Dhruv helicopter, you have heard about Dhruv helicopter, I think. Dhruv helicopter. In the context of Indian defense, what is Dhruv? Air carrying warship, missile carrying submarine, advanced light helicopter, intercontinental ballistic missile. Advanced light helicopter is your Dhruv helicopter. It was developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited or HAL. It can be used by Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Civil Operations, right? Both day and night. Dhruv helicopter can be used. Very advanced light helicopter developed by HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The context of Indian defense, consider the following system statements. Indian defense, the Soria missile files at speed more than 8 Mach. Soria missile. No, it's not that much. It's especially Soria missile. It is around 7.5 Mach. 1 Mach is the speed of sound, right? 7.1 Mach is 7 speed of sound. So it's not more than range. What is the range of Soria missile? Range is around 700 km. It's not 1600 km. Soria missile. So both 1 and 2 options are wrong. Consider the following statements. INS Sindhu Ghosh is an aircraft carrier. INS Virat is a submarine. Both are wrong. INS Sindhu Ghosh is a submarine. And INS Virat, it's a aircraft carrier. It's a aircraft carrier. INS Virat is a aircraft carrier. INS Sindhu Ghosh is a submarine. So both options are wrong here. A term in dark sometimes is seen in the news. In dark sometimes seen in the news. Why it is in news? An indigenously developed radar system introduced into Indian's defense. Indian satellite provides services to the country of Indian Ocean. Indian satellites provide services to the country of Indian Ocean Rim. Satellite establishment of India by Indian Antarctic region. India's underwater observatory to scientifically study the Arctic region. In ARC. See here ARC word is used. That's why it is obviously related to Arctic region. Scientific established. This is not a scientific establishment. It is underwater observatory to scientifically study the Arctic region. Underwater observatory. D is the answer. In dark. Which are the following the best option description of INS Ostradharini? Best description of INS Ostradharini. Amphibious warfare ship, nuclear powered submarine, torpedo launch recovery vessel, nuclear powered aircraft carrier. It is torpedo launch and recovery vessel. C option is right answer. It was commissioned by Indian Navy in 2015 from Naval Base of Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam, right? So torpedo launch and recovery vessel, that is INS Ostradharini. What is the terminal high altitude defense area? Third, terminal high altitude defense area seen in the news. It is American anti-missile system. American anti-missile system means a person can hold the third missile and can fight the aircrafts, and the aircrafts will be destroyed. Right. So Indian American anti-missile system. If your missile is coming to your country, then you can boss them as well. Right. By third system, that is terminal high altitude air defense. Next question. In the context of recent advances in human productive terminology, pro-nuclear transfer is used. Pro-nuclear transfer is used. Fertilization of egg in vitro by donor sperm. Genetic modification of sperm reproducing cells. development of stem cells into functional embryos, prevention of mitochondrial disease of offspring, pronuclear transfer. What is this pronuclear transfer? It is also called as three-parent baby. So this is prevention of mitochondrial disease from offspring. This three-parent baby, they especially occurs in mitochondria. Mitochondria major role here. So such type of pronuclear transfer, it uses the DNA is from father, mother, mother, and female donor. Female donor, that means the person who is taking the responsibility of the child. So what happened? The rich people, they cannot afford by, so rich women cannot afford by holding a businessman. They can hold by holding a child. That's why they surrogacy is in the surface. Some villagers, they want to give childbirth. So the DNA will be of three people, right? So 32 answer will be D. So here the lecture ends, and in next class also we will discuss the rest 35 questions that are related to science and technology and that has been asked. So previous year question is the most important questions because various toppers have already said that at least 10 questions you will get from previous year questions indirectly or indirectly, right? So we have already covered around 32 questions. In next class also we will cover rest all the common MCQs that lie with science and technology, right? So I am so here the lecture ends, and thank you Kunal, you have answered most of the questions, you have answered right, and in next class also we will discuss all the previous year questions, we will complete all the previous year questions, and here we are today's lecture is getting ended here. Good afternoon.